Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kelsey Kiesling.
And I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest TV Translator Association.
If you have a news topic or event you'd like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 677-4119.
Today's show runs Wednesday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page to watch on demand. Today is August 22nd, 2018, and now the news at noon.
Reported by the Cortez Journal, jurors began deliberating Tuesday afternoon in the first-degree murder case involving Silvino Martinez Perez, who is suspected of killing his wife in April 2017 at the Lightner Creek Mobile Home Park. The jury can find Martinez Perez guilty of either first-degree, second-degree murder, manslaughter, or criminal negligence resulting in homicide. Prosecutors on Tuesday asked jurors to convict him of first-degree murder, while defense lawyers said manslaughter better fits the circumstances of the crime. Martinez Perez, age 26, is also charged 1 count of abuse of a corpse and 3 counts of child abuse. 6th Judicial Court Judge Suzanne Carlson is presiding over the case. During closing arguments on Tuesday, prosecutors Robert Barlow argued that Martinez Perez acted with deliberation and intent during the incident. He said Martinez Perez murdered his wife, Crystal Martinez Perez, after a week-long fight that started when she told him she wanted a divorce. After the incident, Silvino called the police and reported the crime himself. He cooperated fully with authorities and even told police incriminating information that they might have otherwise never discovered.
Reported in the Durango Herald file photo, a La Plata County jail inmate assigned to outside work at the Durango-La Plata County Senior Center escaped Tuesday. Marty Kelly Yazzie, age 30, walked out of the Senior Center between noon and 12:15, according to a news release from La Plata County government. He was wearing a white t-shirt, dark blue jeans, a blue baseball hat, and white Nike athletic shoes with maroon lettering. Yazzie remained missing as of 5:40 p.m. Tuesday, said Ray Shoup, spokesman with the Durango Police Department. A warrant has been issued for his arrest. Yazzie, possibly from Arizona, has brown hair and brown eyes. He's about 5'2" tall and weighs 190 pounds. Yazzie was serving a 777-day sentence for violation of a restraining order. He had been in custody at La Plata County Jail since June 23rd. The Durango Police Department investigated Yazzie's escape and will issue an arrest warrant for escape from custody. He's not believed to be dangerous. Chris Burke, spokesman with the La Plata County Sheriff's Office, said Yazzie worked as a dishwasher at the Senior Center. An employee at the center would pick him up in the morning and drop him off at night, Burke said. Quote, "They try to screen them as best they can to prevent this kind of thing, but it does happen," Burke said. Anyone with information about Yazzie's whereabouts is asked to call dispatch at 970-385-2900. Residents may also call Crime Stoppers at 247-1112 to remain anonymous.
According to the Cortez Journal, closing arguments were made Tuesday in the trial for Michael Jones, who is charged with first-degree murder in connection with a drug deal gone bad last year in the Lightner Creek Mobile Home Park. Jones, age 20, is suspected of shooting Davis Gayton, age 34, once in the chest. Prosecutors say he traveled with 2 accomplices from Texas to purchase a large quantity of marijuana in Durango with plans to sell it in Texas. In addition to first-degree murder, which carries a sentence of life in prison, Jones is charged with 3 counts of aggravated robbery, 3 counts of felony menacing, and 1 count of tampering with physical evidence. The trial began August 13th with jury selection, and jurors began deliberating about 11:15 a.m. Tuesday. The trial is being overseen by 6th Judicial District Judge William Herringer.
Reported in the Durango Herald by Colorado Public Radio, AP Photo. The Trump administration's move Tuesday to give states more authority to roll back federal regulations on air pollution from coal-fired power plants may not have much effect on Colorado. That's because the Centennial State began its shift away from coal nearly a decade ago with a state law called the Clean Air, Clean Jobs Act. The law set in motion a move toward more use of renewable energy and natural gas and away from coal-fired power plants. Wildfires burning all over the world, smoke everywhere, and President Trump wants to burn more coal with fewer clean air protections by dropping the Clean Power Plan, Governor John Hickenlooper, a Democrat, tweeted out Tuesday. Quote, "Colorado is staying the course, improving air quality and safeguarding our health." Representative Jared Polis, the Democratic nominee for governor, also criticized the president. Polis said in a statement, President Trump's decision is the wrong one for our economy, our planet, public health, and our children's future. Republican gubernatorial nominee Walker Stapleton has not yet responded to a request for comment. In a statement, Democratic U.S. Senator Michael Bennet echoed Polis and the governor. In the absence of leadership from Washington, Colorado will continue to reduce our emissions, grow our clean energy economy, and fulfill our obligation to safeguard the environment for the next generation, Bennett said. Other prominent Colorado Democrats also criticized the Trump administration new rules. Apparently no attempt to get Senator Gardner's view was in this article. Trump's Affordable Clean Energy rule replaces the Obama-era Clean Power Plan, which would have cut carbon emissions from U.S. power plants by about a third by 2030 in theory. In addition to the Clean Air, Clean Jobs Act, Colorado is operating under a 2017 executive order from Governor John Hickenlooper that pledges to reduce emissions.
According to the Cortez Journal, earlier this summer, a vehicle was found abandoned in La Plata County. Local law enforcement responded and had reason to believe the owner of the vehicle, a man from South Carolina, was suicidal and possibly dead. As search parties were being assembled in an attempt to locate the man, Suze Bayer, a forensic examiner for the La Plata County Sheriff's Office, began his search for the man using a computer. Bayer found the man's Facebook profile and sent him and his friends messages. His friends were able to get a hold of the man, who said his car broke down and he took a bus to get back to Durango. Bayer used Apple's FaceTime to confirm the man was okay. Whether it be solving crimes, locating missing people, or mining information about potential suspects, law enforcement has increasingly used social media to aid officers in their daily duties. As a forensic examiner, Bayer examines phones, computers, and social media to gather information to aid investigations. Currently, he is working on 23 cases and will in some way investigate social media accounts for all of them. Bayer has an iPad with several social media applications that he uses to investigate crimes. Because new social media applications pop up all the time, Bayer regularly downloads the new apps. If a potential suspect has a Facebook page set to private, all Bayer can use is the individual's profile picture. He has no legal authority to attempt to obtain information via any other means. The only information he can legally obtain is public posts, he said. And now let's take a look at the weather.
So here's the national weather map from NOAA. There are two major areas of rain and storms, one over the Intermountain West, where you can see the flash flooding, red hatching area over northern Arizona, much of Utah and Colorado. The other rain pattern has now engulfed the south and southeast, all the way up through New England today, with the yellow area of severe storms expected over the Appalachians up through western Pennsylvania and over Lake Erie. Interestingly, they predict the possibility for snow in the upper elevations in parts of Wyoming and Montana. Regionally, the hazardous outlook states that we have another round of showers and thunderstorms on tap today, with some heavier rainfall expected across the entire forecast area. A flash flood watch remains in effect for the burn scars across the area, as even low amounts of rainfall can create flash flooding, mudslides, and debris flows. Strong storms are possible over northeast Utah and extreme northwest Colorado this afternoon and this evening. There is a slight chance for hail up to 1-inch diameter and winds up to 60 miles an hour from 1 or 2 storm cells. An upper level trough will allow some showers and storms on Thursday, though coverage should lower in the evening hours as it moves eastward. Friday and Saturday looks relatively dry before another shot of monsoonal moisture moves in, causing an increase in afternoon and evening rain potential next week. Our DCTV 5-day outlook today: scattered showers and thunderstorms possible, mostly cloudy with a high near 77. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation is showing 50%. Tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms mainly before 2 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 56. South-southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming southeast after midnight. The chance of precipitation remains at 50%. Thursday, a chance of showers before noon, then a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 80. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest in the afternoon. Chance of precipitation drops to 30%. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around 51. West-northwest winds around 5 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast after midnight. And Friday, partly sunny with a high near 82. East winds 5-10 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest in the afternoon. Friday night, partly cloudy with a low around 55. Saturday, starting out mostly sunny with a high near 82. Saturday night, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before midnight, mostly cloudy with a low around 57. And Sunday is looking partly to mostly sunny with a high near 83. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low around 56. And Monday, sunny with a high near 83. Monday night, partly cloudy with a low around 56. And now back to the news.
Reported by the Durango Herald, Grammy-winning country music star Gretchen Wilson has been arrested at a Connecticut airport after what was described as a minor disturbance on an incoming flight. Wilson has been charged with breach of peace. State police responded to Bradley International Airport in Windsor Locks just after 7 p.m. Tuesday. Police say while talking to Wilson, she became belligerent toward the troopers and caused a disturbance. The 45-year-old Wilson was taken into custody. Bail was set at $1,000. Wilson of Lebanon, Tennessee, is expected in court Wednesday. Her case was not listed on the docket, and it couldn't be determined if she has a lawyer. She won the Best Female Country Vocal Performance Grammy in 2004 for the song Redneck Woman. She was scheduled to perform an invitation-only show Wednesday at the Mohegan Sun Casino.
Reported in the Durango Herald, photo Jerry McBride. Seasonal Durango to Los Angeles flights offered Saturdays will end September 1st, and there are no plans to increase their frequency or to extend them beyond the summer. Nichelle Tate, a spokeswoman with American Airlines, said the airline does not release passenger numbers on a particular flight, and no plans exist to extend the run for the flight, which is under the American Eagle regional brand. Tate said several factors are examined in changing or adding to a flight schedule, including market conditions, aircraft availability, and network flight patterns. Durango is no exception, she said. American Eagle seasonal flights to LA started June 9th for the third consecutive year. Tony Vicari, director of aviation for Durango-La Plata County Airport, said, "We continue to engage American Airlines about expanding the season and frequency. Strong local use of DRO will go a long way in showing the ability of our market to support additional air service." The airport is not always given passenger numbers by airlines, he said. The route is currently offered on Saturdays because it is traditionally the slowest travel day for airlines. Saturday is low tide in terms of passengers, Vicari said. That means carriers will look to pull an aircraft off an established route and test it on a new market at that time. For summer 2018, the airport recorded a 1.3% increase in June passenger traffic and a 1.1% increase in July compared to 2017. Quote, "I certainly view this as encouraging, given that this growth occurred during the peak of the 416 fire's impact to our community," Vicari said in an email.
According to the Cortez Journal, a house cat was eaten by a mountain lion trapped in a Boulder home. Another was struck by a car when it tried to dash across I-70 near Glenwood Springs. Encounters like these are increasingly common, but why? David Barron, an author and journalist who has studied how wild animals are expanding suburbs intersect, said that these run-ins are something that will continue to happen, but not for the reason you might think. New research from Colorado State University and Colorado Parks and Wildlife studied the behavior of mountain lions over a 10-year period. While suburban sprawl does encroach on open spaces where big cats and other wildlife live, Barron said that neither proximity nor hunger are the driving causes. Rather, it is convenience. Because mountain lions are lone predators, their survival depends on the path of least resistance when it comes to hunting. A house cat or pet dog is much easier prey than a wild deer or fox. As for why big cats are traveling to dense suburban areas in search of food, it's simply because that's where their natural prey is gravitating to as well. Barron used the city of Boulder as an example where the mix of wild and urban can cause conflict. Development in the backyard of open spaces causes an overlap of habitats that attracts all kinds of wildlife, he says. Bears, deer, foxes, and raccoon can all be drawn into town, lured by the promise of food. Raccoons happen to be one of the mountain lion's favorite meals, but if a lion is tracking a raccoon and happens across the family dog alone in the yard, well, we know the outcome. Barron's advice: treat all of Colorado like mountain lion country and educate yourself on how to live safely around them. Traveling in groups, keeping pets indoors, and removing items such as bird feeders and fountains that attract all kinds of wildlife can minimize encounters and keep everyone safe.
Bears Ears is back in the news again, reported by the San Juan Record in Monticello, Utah, photo BLM. The planning process for the 2 units of Bears Ears National Monument is moving ahead with the release of a draft Monument Management Plan, or MMP, and Environmental Impact Statement, EIS, by the Bureau of Land Management, BLM. Enough with the government acronyms already. The agency is initiating a 90-day comment period for the documents, which outline options for the Indian Creek and Shashjaw units of Bears Ears National Monument. The draft documents are available for review on the BLM e-planning website. Comments will be accepted through November 15, 2018. The monument was created by President Barack Obama in December 2016. 1 year later, in December 2017, President Donald Trump created 2 units of the monument while reducing the overall size by 85%. Visitation to the monument area has exploded since the high-profile announcements were made, even though there is still no management plan approved for the area. A number of new positions have been announced for the monument, even though a monument manager has still not been named. The Utah Tribal Leaders Association, which includes representation from the 8 tribes in Utah, announced opposition to the entire planning process. A resolution by the group asks the BLM and Forest Service to halt the planning process altogether due to the lawsuits that challenge the reduction in the monument. More than 30 tribal organizations were invited to participate in the planning process as cooperating agencies. None of them accepted the offer. Cooperating agencies involved in the planning process do include San Juan County, Monticello and Blanding cities, the State of Utah School and Institutional Trust Lands Administration, or SITLA, the State of Utah, and federal agencies including the National Park Service, Forest Service, and BLM. The planning process is moving ahead despite the concerns of the Tribal Leaders Association. On January 16, 2018, the BLM initiated planning to prepare MMPs for the Bears Ears National Monument, Indian Creek Unit, and for the Shashda Unit, which is co-managed with the Monte La Salle National Forest. As part of that action, the BLM also announced that it would prepare an associated EIS. Since then, the BLM and the USFS have worked with cooperating agencies to develop draft management plans and a draft EIS reflecting input from many stakeholders and the public. The plans include a range of alternatives addressing management issues brought forward during scoping. The BLM encourages comments on all alternatives and potential management actions, as the final management plan may include portions of any alternative. You can email the BLM or mail your comments to the Canyon Country District Office in Moab, Utah. The BLM will announce future meetings or other public involvement activities at least 15 days in advance through public notices, media releases, and/or mailed notifications. For further information concerning the land use planning process, contact Lance Porter, District Manager, at 435-259-2100.
Reported by the Cortez Journal, the latest state test scores for Dolores Elementary and Middle School students showed significant improvements from 2017, according to results released by the Colorado Department of Education last week. Most scores were below state average, but the third grade English and math scores were above the state average. In spring, Dolores students in grades 3 through 8 took the Colorado Measures of Academic Success tests for math and English language arts. Overall, for those grades, 31.7% of Dolores scores met or exceeded expectations in English language arts, compared with 16.2% who met that standard in 2017. The statewide average for English testing is 44.5% met or exceeded expectations. The overall math scores in those grades, 14% of Dolores student scores met or exceeded expectations in 2018, compared with 10.7% who met that standard in 2017. In 2018 math scores, 32.7% of fifth grade students met or exceeded expectations, a 300% improvement from 2017, when 8.3% met that standard. The state average for fifth grade math is 35.5%.
Today's High Canyon Country happenings. August 23rd, the Sunflower Theater at KSJD is showing Dr. Strangelove from 7 to 9 p.m. Tickets are $7, general admission. A synopsis of the movie states, a nuclear age parable of unmatched film historical importance and generalized hilarity, Kubrick's vision of the day before doomsday remains frightening and side-splitting after over 50 years after its original release. August 24th and 25th is the championship weekend at the Fairgrounds Speedway in Cortez. Friday night, pits open at 4 p.m., grandstands open at 5:30, drivers meeting at 6:30, and racing by 7:30. Then Saturday again, pits open at 4, grandstands open at 5:30, drivers meeting at 6 p.m., and the final racing at 7. General admission is $10, seniors and veterans $8, and kids 6 to 12 $5, with 5 and under free. Or get a family pack for $25, which includes 2 adults and 3 kids under 12. Pit pass and driver entry is $30. Come out and see all the action cheering on your favorite drivers this weekend. Starting Sunday, August 26th, the Majestic Dude Ranch in Mancos is offering their discount week, up to 35% off. The Majestic Dude Ranch is an all-inclusive experience. While staying there is certainly relaxing, you will be kept busy participating in bucket list activities all week long. Each week, guests who come as strangers leave as family because of the fun they've had together. For all the details, call them at 866-942-3472 or go online to coloradoranch.com. And all of these happenings are posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, along with the YouTube replays, weather, original stories, and local posts. To share your event or information, contact us. It's dcbnnews@gmail.com or call the station 970-677-4119.
Thanks for tuning in. News at Noon airs at noon Monday through Thursday and then is available online on our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page on demand.
Be sure to like us there on Facebook and join in on the news of our area, and of course, please share it with a friend.
For Kendra Cook with DCTV and the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, USA, I'm Kelsey Kiesling. Thanks for watching.